Hey guys.
Alright, folks, we're here today to check out a band called Dreamlord with the song This War of Mine. Alright, let's just fucking click play and rock and roll. All right. I can tell by your face you didn't like it.
Dude, it's like whatever, man. It's whatever. Like it's literally whatever. The song is so whatever. It's like the definition of whatever.
You're
It's
wrong.
so whatever. Like, dude, it's way longer than it needs to be.
Okay, that I
It's
agree.
way longer than it needs to be. Like, dude, it's like a 5-6 minute track. This is not.
This is a 4-minute song.
This is like a 4, maybe 3.5 at best.
Actually, would have been better if
the 3.5 would probably be a lot better.
4. I would have been fine with 4.
4 is because you're dragging out the exit of the song.
Yeah.
Like you're doing like this.
It's like 3 and 45,
3 minutes,
and then the last 15 seconds is the dying out of the track.
Okay, cool. But it's like whatever, man, and like the vocals are also like really whatever. Like it's also not mixed well vocally. Like yes, I think he's speaking English, but also
No, that's not the issue here at all.
Dude, the mixing vocally is pretty bad.
No, the issue is not that.
The mixing vocally
okay, so let me break this down. From a guy who loves thrash, and this is some old school thrash, so I feel like I'm.
But it's new. But it's new, not old school.
No, but it sounds old school.
But I don't think that was the. I don't think that was the.
No.
idea.
But I'm saying like it has this old school like Warbringer. Warbringer is thrash now, but they sound like a throwback band.
I know,
you
but,
know, like
but,
they do
but
it
they
properly.
do it properly. This is not done properly.
So, anyways,
it's kind of boring a little bit.
So it's boring because it becomes repetitive and the song is long. Yeah. But the quality is there in terms of you look quality, at the riffs like, and the solos. The solos.
The first 2 minutes was like really good because it was all guitar. And it was.
I thought it was going to be instrumental.
I thought it was going to be instrumental too.
I wasn't hating it. Actually,
I wasn't hating it too. I think the first 3 minutes of the track are very solid, and then I just got really bored.
But you got really bored afterwards because of the first 3 minutes.
But then those last couple minutes is when I'm like, okay, vocally, I don't think the vocals are as good as they can be. The bass is super
loud in the mix. The bass is too loud in the mix.
I love a good bass, but not for this kind of song.
No, not for this kind of song. The bass is very jarring throughout the whole track. It needs to be lower. That's actually my main issue. I have 3 issues, all right? First, I think the intro is cool because it sets up that riff, which is the main riff of the song. But the intro is too long. And the reason why I say the intro is too long is because then when the song breaks into the riff, that riff also then takes you a minute. So the vocals don't come in until you're like 2.5 minutes into the song, right? So I don't have any issue with the intro if the riff that comes after is shorter and the vocals kick in quicker. If you're gonna make the intro that long, that's what you need to do afterwards. Make the kick in riff shorter. Because not only was long, they threw a solo in there on top of it. So if you're gonna have the intro that long, then the riff that kicks in needs to be shorter. The vocals need to come in quicker. Okay? If you're gonna do the intro shorter, then you can have the riff this long, include the solo, and then bring in the vocals. But the two cannot be the same. One has to be shorter than the other. And in my opinion, the intro should be shorter than what comes after. I mean, either one would work. If the intro is long and the riff comes,
good, like I don't even know what I would cut.
Then don't cut that. Then take the solo out of the intro of the song. Let the riff kick in, and then just let the vocals come in. Just do the solo at the end. The solo at the end. Now, I understand why they didn't do the solo at the end because you got the same guy doing both solos, and you're not going to have him doing both solos. That defeats the whole purpose. That works when you have like a band like Slayer, where back in the day, Jeff Hanneman and Kerry King, they both did the solos. That works. Not the case here. Yeah. So it's different.
But what we're doing, like if my grandmother had wheels,
no, it's not that. So all I'm saying is, to me, the parts that I didn't like. I think the intro stuff needed to be rejigged. Mm-hmm. Either you have one or you have the other. But having both, dude. The fact that we both thought the song was instrumental says a lot.
It says a lot. Yeah, especially when it comes to like a thrash metal track.
You know what I mean? Says a lot.
And the song is way too long.
Yeah, but that beginning doesn't help.
Like I said, it takes you 2.5.
I thought I was
piggybacking off of what you were about to say.
It takes you almost 3 minutes just to get into the vocals.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Dude, come on.
The song is way
and then it dies out. It takes almost a minute to die out.
So let me guess. It's that... The song's way too
overall
long.
Length because it becomes repetitive.
The bass is way too loud.
100%. Those are my 3 issues.
And I agree with you. My 4th issue is I think vocally.
I like the vocals.
I like them at the start a little bit, but then when I
like the rest.
You know why though? It's because because I was so bored. I fully tuned out everything that was happening, and I was like, wait, these vocals don't seem right, and I'm like,
no,
they don't seem right. They don't seem right at all because it's like. And you know what it is? It's someone who I don't think English is his first language.
No, it's not.
So I can tell.
But
And
I don't mind.
there's portions where it's like, oh, this doesn't sound good. Like it doesn't sound up to par with the rest of everything. Like I'm not talking about his vocal. I'm talking about the mixing of it. Doesn't sound up to par with everything else. And the bass was too loud. And the song was, but we're trying to make a good song out of this. But at the end of the day,
Dude, there's a lot of quality in
if
there.
my grandmother
I
had
really,
wheels, she'd be a Ford F-150. If she had a spoiler in the back, she'd go pretty fast. But
like the spoiler doesn't do anything to how fast you go.
but the
Try to drive a car with a nice spoiler and no motor. See how far you're gonna go.
but dude, like we're trying to put
She did
makeup
have,
on a
your
pig
grandmother
here.
had a spoiler at the back. It
We're
was your
putting-
grandfather.
We're putting a fucking
Hitting it from the back.
dude. We're putting makeup on a pig here, man. If the song
dude.
as what it is,
I think
never
at the end of the
listened to song
day,
ever
I
again.
think at the end of the day, you're not a thrash metal fan either. It doesn't help.
Dude, but if you're a thrash metal fan, you can't tell me this shit. You would put this on your playlist?
No, it's too long.
Okay,
It's too
that's
long.
the end of it then.
It's too
No,
long.
that's the end of it,
That's
then.
my issue. It's too long, and I gotta say the bass.
It's not just
the
too
mix-
long though,
the
because
mixing
it's
is
too
not-
long. Yes,
The mixing
and
really bothers me.
It's too long.
But I love that riff,
but
though.
It's too long,
And I enjoyed the
but
vocals.
it's super boring after like 3 minutes.
Because it
it's
repeats
too long.
because it's too
exactly. But that doesn't change the fact that I was fucking bored halfway through the track.
I enjoyed it because I really like the riff. I like the chugginess of the
The
riff. I
riff
like
is so good, but
it's
dude,
such a thrash
just-
metal song
it's
through
so
and through.
boring
And
halfway
I
through.
really enjoyed the vocals. I wasn't bored. I enjoyed it. But to me, there's a difference between enjoying the song in the context of us sitting here and listening to it, and then putting it on my playlist. No, on my playlist, I would listen. First of all, I would speed up the first minute.
No, you're skipping all the good shit. I would listen to the first 3 minutes and then I would switch the song.
Or maybe I would do that. I just feel like the song is it's too long for what the song is.
For
it's
what I'm
too
being
long.
given here, yeah, it's way too long.
It should have ended at 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'd probably be singing a
And
different
you already
tune.
had the solo at the beginning. You technically not even need another solo.
You don't need another one. Yeah.
You know. So, anyhow,
Anyways,
that's the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. I say. So we'll see you all at the next one.
see ya.